Good morning, everyone. This is Teacher Niels. Today, I will be discussing about Islam poetry. Are you ready? Islam poetry is also known as a spoken word poetry and is typically performed at what is known as a poetry slam. These events are live and involve an audience and a group of judges. The writers stand on the stage, recite their chosen work, and a heavy focus on intonation and inflection. Let's proceed to the methods, approach, and techniques. The approach. In this lesson plan, the student will be able to innovative in creating or writing a creative slam poetry, which includes thinking and making the slam poetry to be more precise in performing. Next, the methods and the techniques. Students mostly can use figurative of speech in expressing the written slam poetry. A slam poetry can also be or may be related to real life situation. Yes, that's right. One can use figurative language to make the poem more appropriate and creative techniques. Used in creating writing, slam poetry could also include repetition of words to create impact.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Teacher Candy Balansag and I'm going to continue on what Teacher Nilda started. She introduces to you and explain to you what is slam poetry, right? Alright, so for me to be able to continue, let me just ask first from the class, just one student, what is slam poetry? Okay, what have you learned from teacher Nilda a while ago? Okay, Halpia. Okay, thank you for that. That's correct. Slam poetry was also known as spoken word poetry, and it is typically performed as a poetry slam. Okay, so today for this class, we're going to learn on how to make slam poetry. We're going to learn to appreciate the slam poetry, and first of all, we're going to learn how to write the slam poetry. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. Okay, so for us to be able to write a slam poetry, we have to be ourselves first. We have to create the slam poetry from our own experience. Like, we have to choose a topic that this particular topic, we could be able to create a lot of ideas that we can share to our audience so that we can have a connection to our audience. Okay, so first, for us to be able to connect our audience properly, without any hesitation, it the poem must be original. The poem must be created by our own experiences. Okay. Second, we're going to since we're going to pay attention to time, since performing slam poetry is a competition. A competition has a criteria, right? And the slam poetry has only 3 minutes time limit to perform. Okay, so the poem must be performed within that time frame, because if you will just going over even just more 10 seconds, you will probably lose some points. Okay? Next, to create slam poetry, we should keep it simple and relatable. Okay? So we should choose themes and subjects that those audience of us can relate, like relationships, like politics, like religion, and any other topic that our audiences can relate with. Okay, so our poem must be clear as well, so that the audience can receive and can analyze the message of our poem. And next, we should perform the slam poetry with rhythm and passion. Okay, so if you have the when you have the ability to perform the slam poetry, you should be you should done it with all your passion. Okay, so that your audience must connect with you. Your audiences can be able to relate on what you are performing. Okay, so the more the audiences can feel your topic, can feel your poem, you did a great job. You have that passion that you deliver, you convey the message of your poem. Okay, and we have um, we have online um, we have online site of slam poetry. It is called Power Poetry. You can submit your slam poem there, in a multimedia form, and you can watch other slam poems as well for your inspiration. You have to you can give, or you can get feedbacks from your poem that you uploaded there, and it can make you more confident as well, and you can learn from feedbacks on your slam poetry that you uploaded on that site. Okay, all right, so why do we have to learn this slam poetry? Okay, so we have research and articles as well, here from Wilson 2007. States here that poetry allows ability for discovery of one's voice, is a result of poetry allowing to redefine the world, while at the same time it can stand on its own as a highly polished performance that is celebrated for its form and language of the poem. Okay, it implies that a poetic writing for children is for the child to become independent in their own writing as well. And we, the teacher, according to Manzo 2011, the teacher should instruct students to write in a multiple genres, allow time for them to write and revise, and teacher should allow the students to write with choice on topics, encourage creativity, and incorporate writing conventions, so that this kind of performance, it can create new talent to yourself, or it can create a new knowledge, not just knowledge, but it can build um, your your whole self, right? To communicate to other people, to share knowledge to other people, and there's a lot more positive outcome when learning on how to write slam poetry as well. Okay, we have here also from Gulia 2007. He found that teaching the writing through poetry helps the students to develop sense of ownership in their own writing, and poetic writing can allow for them to go the process of writing development that helps the writer to access both their thoughts and feelings through words. Okay, so a lot of reasons on why we should learn to write slam poetry as well. Okay, so I have here famous poets of slam poetry. I have here and additional knowledge also. April is a National Poetry Month, so if you're looking for some fantastic up and coming poetic voices to bring it into your life, you can have you have to you just have to check on the internet the slam poetry works, and here the famous slam poets here, Phil K and Sarah K. They are two different poets, but though they do perform individually and they collaborate frequently as well. And they have gone on tours. So they published books and they even participate in Project Voice, which encourages literacy, empowerment, and creativity across the world. Next, we have here Patrick Roche. He graduated from Princeton with a degree in classic literature. Probably he did not envision himself becoming a widely admired spoken word poet, but a tragic and beautiful piece about his father's alcoholism and death. It quickly blew up, and now it has more than 5 million views on YouTube. And he has other poems similarly cover serious topics like homophobia and mental illnesses. And we have slam poets, Filipino slam poets as well, like Carlo Bon Felix Hornilla. He performed the Adik sa Bato, the Ampalaya monologues, and we have here as well Ayan Sudyakal, Son Son O. He is a member of LGBT, and in his performances, he always hoped that it will reach a lot of to those people, so that they will be understand the LGBT community. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so we have learned now the steps or the components on how to make a slam poetry. Okay, so first we have to make it original. Okay, it needs to be our own work. And second, we have to pay attention to the time because it is a performance and it has a time limit. Okay, we should keep it simple and relatable, and most especially we have to perform it with rhythm and passion. Okay, I have here as well some questions. Okay, we have some questions. If you really understand why we have to learn and why we have to appreciate and why do we have to practice on why do we have to learn this slam poetry. Okay, so anybody from the class? I have three questions here. Um, anyone? I'll just have to ask question. What is slam poetry? Alipia answered it a while ago. So again, I will be asking what are the essentials, what are the essential elements of poetry? Okay, anyone? Okay, Anna, go ahead. Okay, thank you for that, Anna. And next, okay, Roger. Okay, so how will you apply the skills and knowledge you have learned from the lesson in the future? Okay, okay, thank you for that, Roger. And Cynthia? Okay, so how important is Islam poetry in today's century? Okay, thank you for that, Cynthia. Okay, class. All right, so thank you for giving time and listening to me today. So we have another teacher. Yes, we have another teacher for to have the assessment on this subject. Okay? Okay, thank you so much.
Alright, class, since my co-teacher is already done discussing what really is slam poetry. So right now, you're also already done with the activities regarding or related to slam poetry. Now, what we're going right now is you will be giving a 20 minutes for an assessment regarding the slam poetry. Now, for that one, we will provide you the poem entitled "The Special and the Awesome Bird" by Nicholas Hunter. Now, on that 20 minutes, you actually have to read and analyze what the slam poem is all about. Now, after 20 minutes, you have to write your own reflection paper in a one whole sheet of paper. Now, if we still have time, we will call you one by one in order for us to know your opinion regarding this slam poem, and you will be graded according to the criteria given. Alright, class, so 20 minutes is done. Please stop writing, and okay, we'll go ahead and start now. Since upon checking here, we still have a lot of time. We actually still have 30 minutes left. So we'll go ahead and ask someone to read their own reflection regarding the slam poetry. Okay. Alright, thank you so much for sharing your own reflection regarding the slam poetry. Now, class, since it's already almost time, there is actually, we'll be giving you an assignment regarding also still regarding slam poetry. And for this one, you actually have to write it in a 1/4 sheet bond paper, and you have to create your own slam poetry, and also you have to follow all the given instruction in how to create the slam poetry. But there is a catch there. There is actually no specific topic, so for this one you have to choose your own topic. And remember, class, never copy a slam poem on the website, because we are actually not I mean, we can actually check if there is a plagiarism on your work, and remember that plagiarism is equivalent to zero. So hopefully you learn a lot in today's discussion, and I'm looking forward reading your own slam poem. Alright, so class, thank you so much again for participating, and yeah, see you again next week. And yes, I forgot to mention that your assignment, you will actually pass this one next week by Monday. Alright class, see you in, next week. Bye.